So it's the big one, people. It's the big one this weekend. Liverpool versus Man City at Anfield. 4 o'clock kickoff. I think it's 4 o'clock or 4 p.m. kickoff. But it's the big one, people. If Liverpool win this, Liverpool go 11 points clear at the top. Is tomorrow's game a defining game for Liverpool? Welcome back to the channel, people. It's your boy Mike's Blatant Red TV, and I'm here to bring you the match preview for Liverpool versus Man City. But as I like to always do, people, I always like to listen to the press conference. He brought out the press conference kind of early, literally like after the Real Madrid game. The next day, I saw the press conference, and I was like, why so early? So anyway, it's Saturday. I thought, let me give it to you lot nice and early in the morning. Let's not waste any time, people. Let's get into the press conference, some of the answers to the questions that was put to him. So one of the questions he was asked was on being the best team in Europe at the minute. He said, in the last 5 games, we have been the best performing team. But like I said before, Madrid are still the best team in Europe because they won the Champions League last season. But for us, it's only 5 games. I guess he's trying to downplay it, but he's got a point to it. Real Madrid are still the holders. Technically, they are still the best team in Europe because they haven't been dethroned yet. But you can't write off Liverpool right now, innit? You can't write them off for being the best team in Europe because the facts are there, innit? Just look at the table. Just look at the table and you'll see Liverpool are sitting top on 15 points. Practically, you might say we've qualified to the knockout rounds. So, yeah, man. Big up to Liverpool. Second question he was asked was on the injuries to Bradders and Ibu, because if you don't know, after the Real Madrid game, both of them went off with injuries. Ibu looked a lot worse than Bradders, I would say. He just about managed to walk off the pitch. And if you don't know, it's been confirmed that he has got, I wouldn't say it's a serious injury, but he's out for minimum 5 to 6 weeks. Could be longer, but to lose Ibu at this point in the season is a joke thing, to be honest, man. It is a joke thing because the guy was on form. But we got Joey to come in. I do believe Joey's going to come in his replacement. So, again, there's no complaints there because Joey is a good defender. He just needs basically to get a bit match fit and a run of games, which he probably will get now due to Ibu being injured. So, yeah, people, let's get into his answer to the question. He said, yeah, it's not good if both players couldn't finish the game, especially Ibu, who struggled to walk off, who should have been able to and do a lap around the pitch to applaud the fans after the performance he had. So it's not a good sign. As I just said, it's not a good sign because the partnership between him and Virgil was blossoming. Like, it was blossoming. Hopefully he comes back strong and could just slot right back into the team, no pun intended, and just continue the form that he had beforehand. So, yeah, let's get into the question. He said, on how defining beating City would be, he answered, it doesn't matter how many points teams have, especially with how competitive both teams have been in the last few years, but this game is only defining if you beat all the other teams. But every game is important, not only for us, but for them as well. And it's true, people, man. It's true. It's like, as defining as this game would be, to beat City and then end up going 11 points clear, you still have to basically beat the other teams around you. And then we still got to then go to the Etihad next year and get a result, because you do play the teams twice, but you still have to basically win against the lower teams. It's all good taking points off your rivals, but it's beating the lower teams, the teams that's not your rivals, is where you can win or lose titles. Do you know what I mean? So I do understand what he's saying, but let's be honest though. If we do beat City tomorrow and go 11 points clear, like, it will be a great feeling. It will be a great feeling because no one expected this. No one even expected Liverpool to be in a title race this season. I don't think Liverpool fans even expected it. I for sure didn't expect it. So we just have to appreciate where we are and just enjoy it, people, man. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. Fourth question he was asked was on Trent starting. He said, yes, Trent will start, so that's good news. We lost Brothers to an unfortunate injury. I think he got a hamstring injury, but we got Trent to come back in. I think Trent being fit and available is obviously perfect timing, because if we didn't have, if Trent was still injured and, Brothers being out, who would be our right back? I know we can play Joey there, but still, man, it's like we'd be down to the bare bones right now, man. So, yeah, man, it's good to hear Trent's back into the team. Final question that was put to him was, does he reckon Man City will change their system for this game? He said, I don't think it would be a surprise if he did come up with another idea. He was the one who started inverting fullbacks and playing centre-backs as number 6. But let's see what comes of Sunday. You know what, though? That is mad, because it's true, man. Pep, that's why you have to give it up to Pep, man. He changed, he basically started playing out from the back. Everyone started playing out from the back. Then he went from playing fullbacks, overlapping to now they invert. Then he decided to play John Stones in one of the seasons, I think when they won the treble, as a 6, and it worked. Then certain people thought, okay, cool, I can play a centre back as a 6 too. Yeah, you have to give it up to Pep, because with Pep, Pep tries the impossible. That's how he moves. He tries the things that people will say are impossible to do, and he does it, and then people realize, damn, so it can work. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, big up to Pep, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if he came to Anfield tomorrow and tried to change up his system. I mean, he could try, but when we get into the head-to-head, you'll see why him trying might not even work in his favour. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, people, man, we'll see how it goes on Sunday. I'm nervous. I am nervous. I'm not sitting there making out like we're going to turn over City just because of the fact that they haven't won in 6, or is it 7? I can't remember, but I'm still going to be confident enough about my team at Anfield, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's a big game, man. I can't wait. So let's get into a little bit of the pre-match stats. As you know, people, Liverpool are sitting top on 31 points. Man City are sitting second on 23. I'm looking at that, though, 31 and 23. Say if City win now, then it goes back down to 5. Then people are probably going to say, yeah, this is why you shouldn't write off City. This is why it's a possibility that they might, claw back the points and win this league. Because I don't even feel that right now, the 8-point gap that we've got over City is enough. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's enough. And I don't even think going 11 is enough. I think we need to get 15 clear of City to say, yeah, we're comfortable. Do you know what I mean? But let's get into the head-to-heads. Liverpool have only won 1 of the past 9 Premier League meetings against Manchester City. Only 1, of their 9. For us to only have won 1 of the past 9 Premier League meetings, that's crazy. However, City have only triumphed on just 2 of their 27 visits to Anfield. So it shows you that City's record is dead at Anfield. They are literally scared to come Anfield and play us. We can go back to the All or Nothing where they were playing Everton, but yet this guy was thinking about coming to Anfield in the Champions League to face us that time, remember? Their record is dead. Dead. Both games, as you know, last season ended 1-1. So one of these teams is definitely due a win. Do you know what I mean? City have failed to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool in all competitions. So that shows you that there's definitely going to be goals in this game. So far, Liverpool have the best defensive record. But again, we can't discredit the fact that they got Haaland. They've got players that can obviously score goals against you. So I do believe that both teams won't keep a clean sheet in this game. I do think that there's going to be goals from both teams. But let's get into the lineup, people. As you know, Alisson is still out, so Kelleher's probably going to be in goal. Brothers is out, so Trent comes back into the team, but Trent is the number 1 anyway. With Konate being out, I can see him playing Gomez to partner Virgil. The left-back position is always going to be, questionable to me. Because Robbo had a good game against Real Madrid. But Tsimikas hasn't really played any minutes so far. But is it better to play Robbo because of the fact that he's already warm and on fire in a sense, than to bring Tsimikas into a game like this who's kind of been sitting out in the cold? So I'm going to go with him starting Robbo in this game. I left that that position open, but I believe it's going to be Robbo. In the pivot, he's going to go with Gravenberch, definitely. But Maka got a card in the Champions League, so I don't know if that affects him for this game or does it affect him for the next Champions League game. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how that works. So because I don't know, I'm probably going to play Jones in the pivot. Yeah, I'm going to play Jones in the pivot for now because I don't know if Maka's going to miss this game or is it the following Champions League game. I've gone Salah on the right, Szoboszlai as the 10, even though Harvey is available. But again, Harvey, obviously, he's been out in the cold, injured for a long time. But it's good to have him there on the bench because as an option, do you know what I mean? But I can see him starting with Szoboszlai because Szoboszlai did come off the bench against Real Madrid in midweek. Left side of the midfield, sorry, left wing, I don't know if he's going to play Gakpo because Gakpo did sit out the Champions League game. But then this is another conundrum now. Even though Núñez obviously has been playing well recently, could Slot try and play Diaz through the middle and Gakpo on the left? That's my thinking right now. That's what's got me like, because I'd rather him play with Núñez. But at the same time, I don't know who to start on the left. I don't know if we should go with Diaz or Gakpo. But I'm going to say Gakpo because Gakpo just offers goals at the minute. He just offers goals at the minute, especially with the header that he scored in the 2-0 against Real Madrid. So I'm going to go with Gakpo. So that's my lineup, people. Kelleher, Trent, Gomez, Virgil, Robbo, Grav, Jones, Salah, Sobbo, Gakpo, Núñez. My prediction for the game, people, like I said, I don't think there's going to be any clean sheets from both teams. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Liverpool win. That's my prediction. 3-1 Liverpool win. Goal scorers, Gakpo, Salah, and Sobbo. I think Sobbo's gonna get another goal this game. I think Sobbo will. So yeah, that's my scores, people. That's the preview. All we can do now is just look forward to this game and hopefully come the end of Sunday by like 7 o'clock, we're sitting there 11 points clear at the top and smiling from ear to ear. But it's been your boy Mike's, people. Catch me after the game for the match reaction. If I don't do it after the game, then I'll give it to you on Monday morning, depending on how the result goes. But until then, people, enjoy your weekend and I'll see you soon. Peace.